Today I will be talking about what I consider to be one of the most greatest movies of the 90s, which is The Basketball Diaries. I'm going to be talking about some important scenes within the movie, which I would consider the greatest scenes in history. It follows a young teenage boy living in New York, Queens, struggling with drug addiction. This is a true story of a guy called Jim Carroll, and in the movie he's played by Leonardo DiCaprio. At the start of the movie, it follows a group of boys just being teenagers, goofing around. They start taking drugs, but not in a serious way. What stands out in the first part of the movie is when a well-known drug addict comes to speak to them, offering her body for money.
Hey?
Yeah, me, sweetheart. Little horsey ride in Central Park, maybe candlelight dinner, all that good stuff.
Why don't we skip right to dessert, huh, baby? Got $15?
$15. I'll give you a quarter, let Pedro suck your tits.
They turn their nose up at her and refer to her as trash, which is ironic because later on in the movie they also started to offer their bodies for money and drugs. Another important scene within the first bit of the movie is Jim shooting up for the first time.
It was like a long heat wave through my body.
This is when his life started going downhill, with his mum finding out and kicking him out.
Yes, get out! I'm out of here! Get the fuck out of my way! This garbage is gonna kill you, Jim! I'm gone!
And the boys robbing cars and sweet shops, which results in one of them getting nicked to later on selling their body. Mum, I'm in pain. This scene provides an important part of the movie as it divides him as a person to his drug abuse. At the start of the scene, he will sound like a scared little boy who just needed his mum, but when he did not get his own way, he started to get angry and malicious. This scene is important as his mum rings the police and he goes to prison where he sobers up.
What you fucking doing to me? Mom, I'm in pain. How could you do this to your son, you bitch? You fucking bitch!
This scene is a closing scene. It shows Jim in prison writing poetry and he seems to be off drugs. It then switches to a scene of him walking down an alleyway and an old friend approaches him called Pedro, which is a friend that he started his drug journey on and abandoned in the sweet shop. What is important about this scene is that Jim is refusing drugs Pedro offers him, which shows personal growth as well as highlights the two sides of prison, as Jim got out of prison and got better, but Pedro still seems to be battling with his addiction. Overall, I think this movie is quite good and it deserves a place in the Hall of Fame because it highlights drug abuse and it's also based off a true story.
I think we all got it under control. We won't get strung out. This rarely works. I'm living proof.